New StreamYard link. Hey, we got a Sobriety and Silver in the house. Right on, and welcome back, Sobriety and Silver. Oh, wait. Were you at the last live stream just like a minute ago for the last half hour where we couldn't talk to each other? Cartier Silver's in the house. Good to see you, Cartier. Right on, man. It's so cool you guys are here. Yeah, I had some major technical difficulties. Couldn't hear my guests. They could hear each other, but I couldn't hear them. Hey, Bellows Forge, dude. Okay, so people maybe are seeing this popped up somewhere on YouTube, but hell, that's great. No thumbnail, no title, really, but cool, cool. Okay, yeah, I sent those guys, sent Sleuth a text message, and I sent Stack Taker Wager an email already. So, yeah, they should be popping in any minute. I don't see them yet. I guess I'm going to try it again. Copy, and we go to Angus Sleuth, StreamYard. Boom, there you go, dude. There's two of them right in a row. You can't miss that. And then we've got, yeah, so I just sent him again. Sleuth just texted, "Hey Vegas, good to see you right on. Chris in Virginia. Yeah, no, dude, you're not lost. I'm lost. And if you're here, you might be lost because yeah, you just lost by association. Yes, I think that's a thing. So Silver State just put out a whole video about you, brother. Damn man, nuked. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Uh, yeah, still reeling hard. Yeah, Silver State Stacker, good to see you, man. I'm waiting for guests to come in. Silver Sleuth, I just sent him a text message link, and Stack Dagger Wager. I don't know why they're not here. I thought they heard me say this. I don't know. They should roll in. Kind of strange they're not here yet. But that's how the night's been going. So yeah. Anyways, it's it's time for. Yep, another sip of Sapporo. Yeah. Yeah. While we wait, cheers, y'all. Are you using your phone? Yeah, the only thing I've ever used my entire YouTube career. Yeah, it's like I said, we talked on this earlier. Well, not this actual link, but the link that we were on previously. Um, yeah, my phone's charged. What was it? 90 when I started, and just dinking around here, already down to 60, but I got an extra battery right here. And I think I'm going to plug in just right now. Just why not? Although, wow, we're wasting a lot of precious juice, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got a guest. We got a freaking guest. Hello. Okay, well, there we go. God, why did it take him so dang long? All right, you guys, let me once again try to introduce the infamously loquacious Silver Sleuth. Are you in the house?
Yeah, I'm here, if you can hear
Oh
me.
my freaking God. There we go. There we go.
No
Shit's
way.
starting to turn around, brother.
No way. Well, Stack Attack Wager and I had a great conversation. It was all about you. Your ears were probably burning, but I'm
I don't know how
leaving.
you guys got a word in edgewise with me yakking over the top of you. I think that's what was happening.
It was after you left. So, because we couldn't get. I actually tried to type in SOS, with making my logo kind of bulge, thump, bulge. You know how it got big when I was talking. You had everything except the what you call it, the hearing us, I guess. I don't know. I would have sworn it was my fault. But cool. Well, you're worth a studio light. See, I got my fancy
Okay,
studio
so
light.
I don't know. Did you hear the introduction of the show and all that or no?
At the very beginning, I heard
Yeah.
everything. I'm pretty sure I heard everything. And then when you turned your mic up, I heard it times 100.
Oh, oh,
Your mic, there's nothing wrong with your microphone whatsoever. I had to turn my volume down on my phone. So I'm doing it just like we did. I thought that was today. Didn't we already do something like this? Wait, like 8 hours ago or something?
yeah, dude. We were on the same stream that we got all jacked up on, and we had a really nice conversation, man. And I enjoy your
Yeah.
bodacious banter. I do.
Yeah. And I took a
But real
nap.
quick, real quick, Mr. Sleuth, we've got Stack Attacker Wager. I don't want to keep him waiting. He got the link on the email, and we're going to welcome him in right now. Hey, y'all, this is his actually, well, it's his second now, but his second ever time being on a live stream, his appearance on a live stream. Stack Attacker Wager has never been on a live stream until this evening, and I feel honored to bring him on the stage right now. Give him a warm welcome. Stack Attacker Wager in the house.
Oh, wow.
Are you there, Wager?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good. We got you, man. We got audio.
Oh, you smell something? Oh, sorry.
Do we have video? Give me a thumbs up, guys. All three of you. Thumbs up if you can hear me, and let me see you. Stack Attacker Wager?
I can hear you and see you.
Oh, good, good. Right on, right on. Okay, we're good. We're good. Excellent. I think we're all here finally.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Yeah, man. Okay, so good. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you made a Stack Attacker Wager. I want to ask Silver Sleuth to do me a favor. Would you please shout out? Can you see the comments? And if you would you shout out the crowd?
Let me turn my laptop back on.
I don't see me on the screen, but no biggie.
I figured it wasn't my fault, but I turned it off before I figured that out.
Really? So Stack Attacker Wager's not seeing them on the screen. Let's try a different layout.
On my TV.
Liberty, can you hear me?
How about this? Oh, now you guys are really small. Oh, you're on my screen, but I don't see.
Oh yeah. Oops, I see me on my phone, just not on my TV, but that's cool.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Right on. Okay, well then I guess we're all here, and yeah, let's give the chat a shout.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Can you hear me? Liberty Bleeds Silver, Captain Bloody.
Oh, I can hear you really, really well, which is amazing because I usually can never hear you well. Saul, can you turn your camera 90 degrees?
Oh, I'm back. This is funny. Okay, I'm touching buttons, so things could go bad. You want me to do the play-by-play in the chat?
Oh yeah, please do. Shout them all out.
Let me hit the little circular button that starts it up again. Am I at the beginning? 26.
Oh, you just like touch it and pull it.
I think I got to go to the. Let's try this again. There we go. All right. Let me see if I can see myself. There is a delay on the kind. What you call it? YouTube. Okay, so there is a slight delay. Liberty,
yeah,
Bleed,
so like,
Silver.
It's like a 10-second delay on YouTube behind StreamYard.
What about you and I? Can you hear me right now? Did I just try to talk over you? Over?
Oh no, you're fine. No, it's working great. Stack Attacker Wager fell out though. But anyways, well, maybe he'll come back and I'll look for him on the guest box there. But you're probably wondering. Oh wait, before we get into it, it must be warm up on the top of Mount Kilauea right now, right?
It is, but
I mean, you've got to be like knee deep in lava.
No, that's a different island.
Oh, okay. Well, you're close, and you know what? I'm not actually on top of the Stratosphere Hotel here either. I am in Las Vegas though, and I figured it was close enough. So, yeah.
Could have fooled me because I feel like you were pretty high up there. I mean,
yeah. Well, I figured the highest vantage points in our areas would be like fitting. So, yeah.
well, Well, do you want me to greet people that are still here? If so, I'll start from the bottom with Bellows Forge, who says to Chris in Virginia, he was thinking the same thing about the drink spilling out. So they must think we're drinking, and we're
Huh?
not. Cartier Silver comes in and says, "Hello, Sterner. Sobriety and Silver's up there. SAW is gone. Thank you, SNS. Silver State Stackers here, or was Sterner Reynolds. That's in reference to Cartier was saying hi to him. Um, I can't go up any higher, I don't think. Let me see. Um, and we got Cartier still, Sobriety and Silver. Um, Vegas Stacker was here, maybe back. Who knows? We'll catch up with the chat real quick. Sean Stafford stopped in and said hello to everybody. Bellows
Cool.
Ford. Um, we already had a giveaway before this
Yeah.
in rehearsal, and Bellows won. So, but we just had to figure out what he won. So we got
Yeah, we
Bellows.
figured we would just give it to him and let him walk away with it before the show even started. But you know what? I got a quick question. Back in the green room there, I just I like to check with my guests. Did you tip your fluffer?
Uh, Boy, if that's some kind of new age euphemisms for something that is kinky, absolutely. We always tip.
Oh, good. I mean, we
Hey,
pay them pretty well, but if let's say you're a difficult case and you need a little extra special treatment back there, you know what a fluffer is, right?
no, I don't.
Oh
And I can
well
tell you
well
one good story about
that
how I
that was
figured
our
out what remote voting means in 2020. That was embarrassing.
that was our staff member that primed you for the show so that you would be rock hard when you came out on set.
Yeah, I missed that. Maybe it is on my end because I didn't. My phone is not that great. It really isn't. I wish. I was telling Stack Attack a wager earlier when you were out in the reloading your dilithium crystals. I was telling him, man, if they'd have had phones and stuff like this when I was a kid, you know, 12, whatever, I never would have left the house ever.
Right. You would have been trolling the world by now. You would have trolled the world over a few times.
Well, they didn't call us trolls in school when I was a kid. They called us incorrigible or hombres.
Oh, I thought they just called it hard to get along with.
No, I had a teacher call me an hombre, accused me of being one.
Cartier Silver gets it, the fluffer joke. Yeah, man. He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, because like I figured Sleuth, I wanted to ask and make sure he's getting good service backstage. The green room. We take good care of our guests here in Liberty Blue Silver and Saturday Night with LBS. Yes, we do. And our fluffers are top notch. And I'll tell you what, I just, like I kind of thought you might be a difficult case, might require a little bit of extra attention. And I do pay these fluffers well. But it doesn't hurt to throw them a few extra bucks, especially if they're going out of their way because, well, you need special attention. So, yeah, well, I, I hope you got good service, Sleuth.
I did tip my mind because I was actually working part time back in 19. I think when did Reagan do that? I think 82 or something like that. He made it so that you had to declare. I think it was 7.5% of your total food sales if you were a server. And sometimes, I don't know if you're aware, but especially back in whatever year that was, 82 or I don't know. Um, the tourists, some, and I'm not going to say disparaging names, I'm not going to throw shade at any particular countries like Australia or Canada, but the people that live there, they're the greatest, but the tipping is not part of their cuss culture. At least it wasn't back then. And so I always felt after Reagan passed that law, and all of a sudden, and I was working for, I think I was making $4.25 an hour, and that's because I knew all three dances because it was at a dancing Greek restaurant. And
Shit,
so,
man. What do
so,
you like?
so I,
Oh, go ahead.
I'd have a party of 10. They got the prime table right up front, right in the stage, right where the owner used to pick up a really heavy table with his mouth and dance around the stage with it. And he was a black belt, and he'd kick candles out of people's mouths. And then we as waiters, food servers, we were called waiters back then, and the bus boys, we do the dancing, and then we do we called it freelance, where we would do our routines, and they were kind of gymnastically related, flips and stuff like that. But I was not talented that way, uh, and so my routine was I'd get at the very end of this really nice, polished wood stage, and I'd get about a 3 or 4 foot run from back by behind the guitarist in the band, and I would run and dive about I don't know, it's just dive, and I do a belly flop on the stage and slide underneath my tables, and I would they just the best show. And so you have 10 Australians, and they love you. They're slipping you their address because they want you to meet their daughter, who might be 3 or 4 stones overweight, and they leave you $1 on a $500 tab. I'm thinking,
Oh,
well, who's going to
yeah, that hurts. I've been a waiter for many,
yeah.
many years,
So I'm not in
and
the wrong
yeah,
way.
we got Stack Tackle Wager here now. You're still sideways, and I don't know how to change that. I don't think I can, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. Thanks for being here, Stack Tackle Wager. How you doing tonight? Sorry about that, Sleuth, but yeah, you've been sitting there a while.
Oh, pretty good. I
Good,
got
good.
booted out. I
Uh,
think I was trying to fix the camera, but
yeah, it's no big deal. It makes me feel like your drink is gonna spill. Is all. Nice beer, bro.
thanks.
There you go. I'm trying to figure this all out, so I'm kind of slowly learning. Thanks for. Oh, there we go. That's cool. I like that one. Heck yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I tell you what, Sleuth, it kind of sounds like you lived the life of a circus star, and you're no stranger to the stage, and you definitely have a way with winding words together that's, well, like I called you, loquacious in the beginning, and I'm really glad you're here too. I want to ask you guys both, what are your latest silver pickups? Like, what did you pick up in the last few days?
Stack
Go
attack or
ahead,
wager.
Stack Tiger Wager.
I'm thinking. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, no, no.
I can't see mine.
Well,
Yeah.
I can see why you could easily forget because you seem to be the stacker collector. I don't even know. Yeah, you've got a stack of collection or a collection of a stack, but man, do you unless you're like actually taking everything you get every week and taking it back and trading it in for to get something new, you must have like just so much because every week you're picking up like ounces and ounces. I don't know. The blue collar stackers the same way, and man, you guys, you're beasts. You're like stacking, collecting beasts.
Wow, you must be talking about stack attack or wager.
Yeah,
Uh, I
Yeah.
usually pick up like every 2 weeks.
yeah, but it's like
Um,
10 ounces, right? I mean, you're
sometimes less.
huh? Do you remember the last pickup you made? Was it like a really nice 5 ounce bar or something?
I'm trying to think again. I think it was just a few ounces. I don't know. I did a video. I can't even remember now off the top of my head, but
Well, you've been going at it a long time, man. It's been like almost 4 years.
yeah, I think like 5.
Oh, that long. Wow. Oh, yeah. Because yeah, YouTube it won't go. It won't say 5 till actually it's like full 5. Yeah. So what do you think of the community like with all of us new folks in here? Because you've been around. I would call you a veteran, man. Definitely. How like how is it changing for the better or the worse?
Yeah, I think for the better. I like all the new channels. It's hard to keep up with everybody, but I try.
Well, you're not kidding about keeping up with everybody. Oh man, it's crazy. Sleuth, do you know of Stocky Tiger Wager, or do you already subscribe to him, or are you well? Do you know him well? Oh, I think Sleuth. What has he got there? Is that like a chuck roast? What is my sticker on? A chuck roast? What the heck is that? Sleuth, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry,
Oh, okay,
guys.
there he is.
I was trying to get comfortable.
Oh,
So
dear
what I'm
Lord. What is that package? Is that beef?
beef. What package? You talking to me?
Under my sticker that you got right square center of the screen. Yeah,
Here? What's in
yeah,
there? I
yeah.
don't know. Oh, it's a really nice, gentle cushion for one of my most favorite 5 stickers in the world. Anyhow, so what's in it? What is in here? Let's see. Let me reach into my. Uh, try to see if I can figure out what it is before I pull it out. Oh, this is probably that pre-33 in a homemade case. Yep, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Waiting to do, that was this right here. This thing right here is the culprit. This is what this was the first coin I ever stacked. Air
Oh,
quotes. Yeah,
nice.
yeah. You won't believe what I gave for that. Anyhow, yes. So that's what that is right there. And then
I want to guess, like $950 you paid for that.
oh no, no. I traded a really nice set of Callaway irons and a couple
Oh,
big Bertha Woods staff bag, real nice bag. I had to acetone my name off the bag because I got it for free.
oh shit.
But back then, those clubs were worth more than $400 retail.
Huh?
And actually, some guys would sell their staff clubs out of their shop or out of their trunk, and I did eventually too at auction. But yeah, so I had zero. I paid really nothing for this. Some really fun negotiating because I had to play hard to get, and it was true. I He was trying to talk me into bullion and gold. Maybe a couple years. I don't just off and on. We didn't talk about it much because I didn't want to talk about that, especially if we were hunting. I want to, I'm on point, bro. And
Right. You know what?
so
I don't think you're the only golfer. Is Vegas Stacker still here? I heard he said that he plays golf. I wonder. How about you, Stack and Tiger Wager? Have you ever played golf, or are you a golfer?
No, not really.
good. Don't ever.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I played a little bit when I was a teenager. My grandfather would take me out to H.G. Dad Miller out there in Anaheim, California. That's actually where Tiger Woods learned to play. And yeah, but I only played a few times. He would take me to the driving range way more. And we hit balls in the backyard, wiffle balls over the house. But yeah, golf's actually kind of fun. But I never really got into it. I never bought clubs. And do you still play or do you still golf, Sleuth?
No, but I'm going to.
Oh, good,
I'm hurt.
good.
I got a hurt back right now, but I've played once since I played for the whole month of June of 2017, just to see if I could still do it. Because by then I'd had a knee surgery. I'm on
Oh,
a 10-year-old prescription with trifocals, old man injuries, uh, you know, lack of flexibility, all that stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm
But
not laughing at you about not being able to play golf. I'm so sorry. No, that I feel it, dude. I can't do a lot of things I used to do, and knee surgery. That's a tough one to come back from. But FG Stacker says blue collar or blue collar stacker. So you need a duffer and a fluffer. A duffer fluffer.
two
Oh
fluffers to
shit.
handle it.
Okay, so I don't think Sleuth understands what a fluffer is. Now I got to ask Stack and Tiger Wager. Do you know what a fluffer is?
Yeah, I believe so.
You believe so? And then he grabs his beer like, I better take a drink before I answer this shit. All right, so what is a fluffer, Stack and Tiger Wager?
Is it someone that helps the men in
Yeah,
adult
yeah.
film industry?
Did you hear that, Sleuth? Yeah,
Yeah,
a fluffer is well, it could be a lady or a man. I guess depends on your preference. But a person that comes in, like I said, to get you rock hard, so that you can get out there on the set and take care of business. Yeah, that's what a fluffer is.
I knew it was kinky, but
You
I was thinking Hummer. Is a
Fucking
fluffer like a Hummer? And
Blue Collar says porn set stunt chicks. There you go.
dude, at
Oh
my
man.
age, I'm set up for the motorboating.
Oh, shit. All right, so I want to talk a little bit of silver with you guys because, man, yeah, what do you got right there, Stock and Tiger Wager? I know you're okay. So Silver Sleuth, did you answer my question? Do you know about Stock and Tiger Wager? Have you watched his channel?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
We were talking about this when you were on vacation. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't know Stack or Wager? Saul.
oh, well, good.
Sometimes chat. Some people just type SAW. I think most times it's in capitals.
Yeah, that's how I usually do it. Saw man. Yeah, so he saw. Would you? Okay, this is a question earlier I was thinking about when I was thinking that you would come up on the show here, and I know you collect those Carson cities. Oh man, you have many categories in your collection. You're into the vintage bars. You like the odd hand poured vintage bars, the odd sizes, the odd ounces. You got some Silvertown right there. That's got a serial number on it, so that is definitely a vintage Silvertown. I just learned that this morning from the Kansas Kid. Hey, there you go. Turn it. There you go. Yeah, now you're sideways, but it's good. But so what? My question is, as far as your collection goes, what do you have the most of, and what is your favorite of all the categories that you have?
I didn't quite catch the first part. What was the first part?
Oh, just basically like I'm sure you've categorized your collection, and I'm wondering what's your favorite part of it. What do you like to collect the most?
Yeah, probably poured vintage bars.
Nice, nice. Now you've got a pretty extensive collection of the Carson cities, right?
Yeah, that would have to be my favorite coin I collect.
Right. And you recently, or not too long ago, you picked up some really old school looking slabs. Do you have those handy?
No.
Not right now. Okay, no, no big deal. No big deal. Yeah, I found that really interesting to see, like the history of like it of grading. It's kind of neat. Like some companies don't even exist anymore, right?
Yeah, a lot of those don't. They're like third party graders. I try and search out those if I can find them. So they're just, like you said, part of the grading history, and I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, graded stuff. I've run into graded stuff, but I didn't pay any extra for them. They're just, and I think MS or whatever something 69 um, means nothing to a lot of coin dealers. But this is a graded thingy. PCGS MS 69, and with that,
Wow.
getting a free slab. That's why I looked at it, and this is close to the size that I was seeking. This is a
Oh,
quarter, so I was
real quick,
the
artist resin. Goodbye. Take care. Have a good night. I'm sorry, Sleuth. We have artist
no,
resin taking off. But yeah, tell us more about that.
oh, not I got graded. So I'd run into this stuff, and I would prefer a tenth of an ounce, but this was back when gold was super cheap, and so yeah, I run into graded stuff, but I've never sought after anything graded, and or even I toyed with the idea of getting maybe that pre 33 couple. I've got a few of those. Get those graded, but I, I, I first of all, I wouldn't trust the process. Sending it out, yeah, right. And you're going to send me back the same one? You could fool me any day, but I'm reasonably confident that the little bit of pre 33 stuff that I got is authentic. Pretty pretty much. I got a counterfeit, but the thing is awesome. It's kind of mesmerizing.
So
But
I don't know like
it's a lot.
anything about pre 33 gold. I mean, I hear the term all the time. I know Blue Collar Stalker just picked up a really nice piece. I know that silver and cigars has one. It's I don't know, super great condition for the year, and it's worth like I don't know, $17,000 or something like that. But
Ouch.
pre 33? Is that 24 karat gold?
No. I think it's if I were to put a K on that, maybe 22. I think they're just 90%, and I don't even know what the other 10% is. I think they actually used to
Oh,
use copper for some reason, but I don't know. I don't recall. But yeah,
how
the pre 33, just because probably because of that some I don't know, might have been a executive order of taking us off the gold standard. That third 33, that was who the heck was that? FDR.
I think so. Yeah. What bar is that? Stack Tagger Wager. What brand was that? Or mint? That's shiny.
Hoffman and Hoffman.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that's
I've
a
seen a couple videos.
chunker. Yeah, it looks like somebody already said Hoppin' here. Oh, Stack That Gold. Hey, Stack That Gold. Can you answer the question about what is the other metal that's in pre 33 gold? Since it's only like 90% or something. I bet he knows for sure.
I
Hey,
think
Check
copper,
Stacker.
but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was
I
thinking
do.
copper too. Check Stacker's in the house. Let me just shout these guys out real quick. Good to see you, Check. Cartier Silver, right on. Good to see you, brother. Stack that gold, my man. FG Stacker, heck yeah. OC Stacker is here as well. Silver State Stacker, he can't get into the graded slab stuff. I haven't either. Gotta agree with you. I mean, I probably will. I only have a couple of pieces, but I don't seek it out at all. Bellows Forge, man, good to see you. Are you saying goodbye to Suda, which is Artist Resin? He knows. He knows. Artist Resin, hope you have an excellent night. Sean Stafford, the Boogie Nights movie popped in my memory. Oh, Boogie Nights, I remember that was a great one. Blue Collar Stagger's here. He's drinking. Don't be sorry for drinking, bro. Vintage porn or poured, he says. Dude, that's what these chats are for. Yeah, I love it. That's hilarious. Chris Virginia is here. Heck yeah. I think that's everybody.
Oh, great,
Yeah, I'm all the way to the top.
great,
Right on.
great job.
All right.
Liberty Bleed Silver. Good job
Pre-
catching up.
oh yeah, there you go. It's 10% copper and 90% gold, and that's a blue collar stacker. And he just bought a really nice one, so I'm sure he knows. And
So,
oh yeah,
I want to ask the audience a question. Who is watching and typing that is in front of maybe not their whole all their silver or whatever, but you've got a precious metal in front of you. I bet you almost everybody, yeah.
I got a couple in my pocket, and I got one out here. Let's see if I can. Yeah,
Yep.
that puppy right there.
That's what's nice about these channels is you can talk about um, silver. I was and gold, but mostly silver. I mean, you can just talk about it, all kinds of stuff. It's cool.
It's way cool, man. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. Glad you're all here.
I was very
Yeah, I like
secretive.
that.
I stack. Whoops.
I like that jam bar Blue picked up. That's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, the 20 ouncer was that a?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did really really well. I really do think he did well. Yeah. Oh, that's that lone. Is that what star? Lone Star or something?
Oops. Upside down. Yeah, Star Metals.
Oh, Star Metals.
There you go, Liberty.
I've run into some really nice vintage bars hand poured like that you're showing, but man, they're so expensive. So I don't know what I should be paying, and it's kind of hard. Like I usually don't have time to go like look it up, find out like how much everything is. How do you know if you're paying too much? Saw?
I don't really. I just try and research them on eBay. Most of my bars I've got off eBay. Only a few local that I find. Not many. The
So
most I got years ago.
you're like selectively searching eBay for vintage bars. You got it bad, bro.
A lot of them I got years ago, so I got pretty good deals, I guess, compared to nowadays.
Well, that's a good feeling, and then it probably doesn't hurt so bad when you pay a lot nowadays, right?
Yeah, I haven't bought a 10 ounce in a while. They're getting kind of crazy, the premiums on them.
Yeah, because Blue Collar Stacker, I think he. How much did you pick up that bar for? That 20 ounce JM with the left hand uh, serial number and the error stamp on the back. Their Blue Collar Stacker. I think he said like $900. But he did a really good deal because he used some silver that he bought at like $24 or something like that an ounce. So he actually traded silver for it, which is freaking smart. And yeah, that bar. I think Silver Struck told him, where was it, Dub? And they give him like what they think it's about worth. But you can't go look up some of these bars on eBay because guess what? They're not on eBay, and of course the eBay gouges you, right? I mean, not everyone. I mean, but you got to know what you're doing on eBay because you could easily get gouged. And if you don't know about this, what the value is, a lot of people just throw numbers out there. They're just fishing for suckers, right?
Yeah, I got
eBay's
my
crazy.
20 ounce JM bar off of eBay.
Oh,
The
you
one
did?
I showed in the biggest bar.
Oh,
On
753 cost of 30 ounces. Right on. 30-ounce trade. I don't know why my comments weren't moving. Yeah, Stack That Gold says eBay is mostly a ripoff. Yeah, everybody's trying to make a buck, and some people are trying to make a few extra bucks. Yeah.
I sold a 10-ounce, I think, Engelhard, really gnarly looking. This is in 2011 because I called it ugly silver. I never would have dreamt all the bars that I just had no inclination, had no desire for them. So that's the regretting part of stacking. That's one of the things I've had to cope with for the last 25 or whatever years with stacking is regrets. Now that I've learned all this stuff from you folks, oh my gosh, thank goodness I can hardly remember yesterday, and I don't remember any of these fancy bars. I remember seeing them. I
So you're
remember not
telling
caring about them, and I never would have
you're
dreamt that they would be popular someday. Who would have thunk that? I was thinking, SHDF. Think, wow, this is who would recognize that?
so you're telling us that you were just like blind stacking and collecting, like you didn't even know what you were doing. You're just buying stuff, and then
That's
you're
just
like,
fine. Eagles, mostly eagles. Looking for eagles, and then occasionally get a maple leaf or a Philharmonic. I recognize those. If there wasn't enough eagles in stock to satisfy my pocket at that time,
I see. Okay.
I was eagles, all eagles, eagles, eagles. I went eagle crazy. First of all, I fell in love with them, but I didn't have all this competition for my affection like we do now in 2000, whatever year it is, with all the custom pours, and on top of that there's books, $100 books that about custom pours and stuff. Who I never would have dreamt that, not in my wildest dreams. So I regret I sold that bar. It might be something special, who knows. It was definitely old, probably from the 70s or something. It was a hand-me-down.
And it's Stack and Decker Wager. I know Sleuth has been collecting for a long, long time. How about you? When did you start? Is this like a lifelong thing you've been doing, or?
now, probably started around 2020.
Oh, not that long ago then. Yeah, so you basically started, and then you created a channel immediately.
Yeah, pretty much. I did collect
Wow.
proof sets, and I've had the 84 Carson City GSA for many years, back when I was in Nevada. But
Right on. That's so. What? Okay, now, so obviously you can't start a channel unless you've got some silver to show, or whatever you're going to have you base your channel on. So you must have collected first, and then started your channel. But how did you know, like, to start a channel? Were you already in this community way back then, or you watched it for a while and you thought, oh, I want to do that too? What got you into it?
Yeah, I watched some of the bigger channels like Sal, Silver Dragons, and Yankee Stacking. And I remember one time I was commenting something to Silver Dragons about starting a channel. He said, just do it. So I went ahead and just started a channel to see what would happen.
Nice. Wow, that's a cool story, man.
He kind of inspired me to get into pouring because I always like watching his pouring videos and used to bid on some of his auctions and thought that it looked pretty cool. That I always wanted to try it.
That's awesome. Well, that's a great. I love your pours, man. They're so cool. Heck yeah. So, Sleuth, what's your story? Why did you decide to make a channel?
Uh, Gee whiz, you? I think I actually thought, wow, this looks fun. Maybe I could add a little bit, but not much. I was mostly kind of a bleed over from prepping channels. I've occasionally watched those for the past 8 years, but I've only been following this silver stuff and talking silver with another human, and that's not myself, ever.
Oh wow.
Just didn't do it.
Well,
Didn't do
welcome.
it. I was very secretive, and didn't did just I was already hunkering down for what I thought was going to happen every morning, and I've thunk that for the last 35 years. So yeah, life's great, man. Especially when you wake up expecting it to be your last day ever.
You're living every day like it's your last, right?
Yeah, it makes yesterday great.
Mm, agreed. Yeah, no,
So 3D woodworks come inside.
oh heck yeah, we right on.
Well, I've been
Yeah.
trying to keep up with the chat with a little bit of typing, but I just really am really horrible. I'm just, but oh, did you see my bar? This is not vintage. Where'd it go?
I can't even see the
See
chat.
that?
Excuse me.
Liberty, can you see that?
Yeah, did you pour that?
Yeah, that's my first pour.
That's beautiful. That
Yeah,
is look, those ripples. It's like
yeah.
an S ripple on the back. It's got a little corner missing, but what do you think of that stack attacker wager for a very first pour? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks nice. I like
Right?
the
It
pour lines.
looks good from behind. What do they say? Good from far, but far from good. Yeah, not
They
bad.
say
Very horrible. Oh my God, the milk is
they
nice.
say I hate to see you go, but I love to watch her leave.
Don't let the doorknob hit you, or the dog should have licked you. Um, what's that? So yeah, so I'm a
Yeah, I
pourer
like
now,
that bar.
officially. Ooh, guess what else I'm officially? Still officially a silver pouring failure. And I got a crucible that it might have. I'm thinking maybe a half ounce of silver stuck to it. Um, yeah, so it's been very humbling. Sorry, but
Oh yeah, no.
you know, looks so easy on TV.
Oh yeah, yeah. YouTubers make it look really, really easy. I tell you, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
and
That's what
what?
editing is for.
I was kind of gonna suggest that, but I was thinking, oh my God, to do this and try to film it at the same time. I don't. No, thank you. I don't think so. It's so hard.
Well, what you could do, you could just set up the camera and don't set it too close because if it gets hot, it's going to turn off. But just set up the camera, film the whole process. If you got enough data space and all that kind of stuff, and then when you go back into editing, and you can speed things up, you can cut things out, and then you can do a voiceover explaining what you're doing. Have you experimented with voiceovers? And we talked about this earlier today.
I think they call that editing.
Yeah, are you
Yeah,
doing that on your videos at all?
a little bit, mostly fail. Um, but what's nice is I have so people paying attention to my dribble that who cares? It's just fail, fail, fail. But I'm going to get me a forge, and I think pouring will become easier with a forge, or at least keeping it hot, and get rid of those little white crucibles. Those are the bane of my existence at the moment.
Your bane. That's funny.
Although I have a good one that I think is prepared properly. Oh my gosh, it's just
Oh, wait, is Stack Dagger Wager? Was that the koi? Was that the koi fish?
Yeah, one of them.
Oh, hold that up like sideways, like real close, if you don't mind. Look at this thing, Sleuth. He poured this out of copper, and I'll tell you what. Have you tried copper, Sleuth? Because it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is actually silver that I toned.
Oh, wow, that looks really dark.
Wow. I had a fake koi pond for a little while. I made
He's
my
missing
koi
one of the
out
rear
of plaster
fins.
Paris.
Oh, that turned out cool. Wow. So was that called an open pour Stack Dagger Wager? Was that a flat back?
Yeah.
Boy, it almost looks like a 3-dimensional pour, like a closed pour, because it's very super high relief. Now, where did you find to make the mold? Like, what did you use?
Actually, I used pewter and ordered a silicone mold off of Amazon, and they'll survive the pewter pours.
That is genius, dude. Wow. How did you learn that? How did you come up with that idea?
I think I saw it somewhere on YouTube and then tried it out, and then the pewter pours melts very low temperature, and it takes the good detail of the silicone mold, and then I just use the pewter pour to cram down in the sand.
That's really smart, man. Are you understanding this, Sleuth, what he did?
I am. I was just typing in that koi are neat. I've actually got a koi tattoo.
Oh, no way. Show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Come on, man. I had Fish on the other night, and he showed us his belly tattoo. Come on, man.
Oh, wow. That might hurt. Let me see if I can get it. I wonder if it'll come into view. Here we go.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go, guys. You saw it here first.
Look at that. You probably can't tell that it's koi. Come on, man. I have lighting issues because it's dark.
Well, thanks for. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Where's his head?
Oh.
See the color? Oh, there's his skull. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carp.
We got scales. Yeah, we got scales.
We got a mountain. It's actually a cover-up of an even more ancient tattoo.
Right on. Yeah, sometimes a tattoo over a tattoo is the best way to go. Now, Stack Dagger Wager, I know you have a tattoo on your calf. It's probably worn off by now because it was a temporary calf tattoo. But besides that, Liberty Bleeds beautiful tattoo that you sported about a year and a half ago. Do you have any other tattoos on your body?
Yeah, 2 on my shoulders only.
Oh, right on. I've never done it. I've never pulled the tattoo gun trigger, man. I've just never ever done it. I think I might though one day.
You can see
that turned out.
See right
well,
there?
that koi is just beautiful, man. The detail on that is sick.
This is another one that I poured that the rear fin came out because it's supposed to have 2 of them there like that one. And I kind of antiqued it.
That looks good. Hey, Sleuth, what was that tattoo on your hand there? Does that look like a crescent moon? What was that?
This is an old story. That used to be. I actually have on this. This is my left hand arm. I have a tattoo on this arm too. But this is the remnants of a tattoo that is a homemade tattoo. It was a yin and yang.
Yeah. Oh, the yin and okay, yeah.
Yeah. Then adulthood taught me better than to have a tattoo on your hand. I got it taken care of for free. I went to a dermatologist. I had health insurance at the time. I went to a dermatologist for something on my skull, and I just casually mentioned, oh hey, you know, can you remove something like this? Do you guys do that kind of stuff? She goes, oh, I used to have a machine that did it. We stopped doing that, and blah blah blah. I said, oh, that's all right. I was thinking I was just going to burn it off with a cigarette. And oh my
Oh,
gosh, I, I thought she was going to have a cow. And she said, I'll be right back. And she come back with a little fancy pen type laser thingy and made it go away for free. Free. Actually,
wow.
my koi tattoo, I traded golf lessons for it. And the guy only showed up for a couple golf lessons.
Wow. Well, then you made out. Hey, looks like
Yes, I did.
Emperor Wang. What's up? Good to see you. The Emperor is in, and I hope he's wearing at least his smoking jacket. Yeah, I've heard the Emperor has no clothes, but every time I see the dude, he's got something on, man. He's usually sporting those freaking ski mask goggle things, whatever the heck. How's it going, Wang? Good to see you. Good to see you, my man. So glad you're here. I actually invited Emperor Wang, but he couldn't make it in tonight. I'm glad you're here to hang out and watch us. We had some serious technical difficulties. It was all my fault. I abused my guests. So yeah, you got away this time without any abuse, Wang. Yeah, lucky you. I'll get you next time, buddy. Wang! Blue collar says, heck yeah. I'm in boxers. Beautiful. That's exactly how I imagine you, man. Heck yeah.
I
I
didn't.
hope you're
I didn't.
enjoying and imbibing on a lovely adult beverage.
I didn't imagine that. Matter of fact, when I imagined what Emperor will look like before he started doing his live stuff, there was a TV show. Anyway, remember how Tony Curtis and the Beatles used to dress in like a black suit with the real skinny tie, and really just put together, clean cut, horn glasses, and Vitalis type hair, like a
Oh, shit.
1950s ad guy. That was what I envisioned.
Well,
And
you've
then,
got a heck of imagination, man. You know how I envisioned him? Ex- exactly the way he looks.
no kidding.
Yeah, no. When I heard his voice and I saw him, I'm like, yeah, that's the dude. That's the dude. I was like, yeah. You got a wild imagination there, Sleuth. I like it. I really do. It's very playful and.
I
Well, how do you
appreciate it. So,
associate Tony Curtis with the Beatles? Was it the skinny tie that did it for you?
yeah, yeah, that was the style. A black suit,
So
probably tape.
it, it's kind of like a hard day's night.
Yeah, yeah, that era. Or
Oh
there's a
shit!
TV show. I don't watch TV, but it's hard to not notice it every so often. But there was a TV show, and it was based in that era. And I think they kind of dress like that too. I don't know, but that
Uh,
was my imagination. But I don't get out much.
yeah, no, that's
But
okay. That's okay. Hey, I have a question for each of you. And first, Stacky Tucker Wager, um, do you know Emperor Wang?
Yeah, I recently subbed to him. Been checking out his channel.
Right on. Right on. Now he not only knows quite a bit about U.S. coinage, but he's also a big history buff, which I really like that about him. And I've learned a lot just from some of the medals and the pieces he's shown. I really enjoy watching him. I know that you're a big U.S. coinage buff, and I'm wondering how much junk, and I hate to call it junk, but constitutional silver, like you collect that, right? And how much, like, have you been collecting it the whole time, like the last 5 years?
Um, no, I kind of got into it, and then I haven't collected any in a while since the premiums went way up. But I got quite a bit of it. Some of
So
it I
you were
got.
probably, oh, go
Some
ahead.
of it I got at like 14 times face.
That's, I was just going to ask you, like 12, 14, right on. That's good, man. Heck yeah. Right on.
I don't
Excellent.
remember the um, face calculation. It was low. I think I heard it bantered about every so often. But yeah,
Yeah, you just,
I was. They weren't eagles. I just kind of if I showed up with X amount of dollars and I could spend all X on Eagles, that's pretty much what I did. Um,
Oh.
yeah, weird, strange, but I didn't have
Now,
guidance. I didn't have
so
the YouTube.
yeah, it seems like you were hard. Yeah, like the Eagles were doing it for you. But now I'm kind of wondering, did you pay attention to the prices of, like, let's say, generic bullion at the time that you were buying these Eagles? And if you did, were the Eagles like a high premium or not?
Um, uh, I think a little bit more, but maybe not. I know this much. Like an eagle and a maple, I don't recall a vast difference in price. I don't remember ever buying a generic round. It's I might have, but I just don't remember. Um,
Wow.
and so yeah, I had issues, but I didn't have Dub C, Liberty Bleeds, Blue Collar, Vegas Stack, or all these. And I'm going to use air quotes, but I'm not being I'm not being flippant about it. People that know a heck of a lot more about this stuff in 2000 whatever it is than I do, and I didn't have anybody like that back then. You know who I had? I had a fictional novel writer by the name of William Johnstone, and he wrote a series of books called Out of the Ashes, and it scared the living bejeebany Christmas out of me. And whoa! And then it took me years to react on that. When I ran into the guy with the coin collection and the knowledge, he knew about bullion and gold. He didn't call it. I don't remember him calling it pre-33 gold or anything like that. Just some. He told me he called it a double eagle. I do remember that. But
Ah,
yeah, so
let's see.
to start now I feel like I'm starting over, but I'm not starting over in a less advantageous state, part of knowledge. So,
Yeah, you
but
got the knowledge is power. Knowledge can
yeah,
save you money. Knowledge can set
knowledge
you
can
up
cost,
for later. Yeah.
knowledge can cost you money because I never would have dreamt of buying any of the stuff that I've bought since I met you guys.
Oh, that's
But it's
true
cool,
too. That's very true.
the
Hey,
different
real
stuff.
quick, I gotta say hello. Oh my Rod, so glad you made it. Right on, brother. Heck yeah, you missed the fluffer part. Oh my Rod, you would have been perfect in that skit. But I'm just so glad you're here. Right on, dude. And I gotta ask a Stack Tagger Wager and Sleuth. Will you guys mind kind of holding down the fort for me? I run some cover. I got to run in the house and use the restroom real quick, but I'll be right out. Just keep the show going if you don't mind.
All right, yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys in a second.
I'll pay attention to chat in the typing mode.
On my on my phone, I can't even see the chat. So
Well, that makes great. You take care of the talking part, and I'm trying to follow chat. So, Blue Collar Stacker is still here. He's in blue, subbed. Oh my Rod. Oh, cool. How'd you do that? Oh, because you're in blue, yeah. Because when I sometimes I tap on people's names or their avatar thingy in the chat, and sometimes I say go to channel or like 5 different choices. But sometimes, like right now, it says report or block. That's weird. But yeah, I'm not. I'm just not good at this stuff. But it does kill time. Oh my gosh, just trying to scroll takes forever. Hey, thank you, Emperor Wang. But I'm better at this following the chat without having to type or talk about anything other than the chat. AGAU. So that's very nice, clever. Silver Gold Addict. Great name. Had to come over. STG was here earlier. Good job. STG stack that. Wait for it.
gold.
Gold. Great job, Stack Attack a Wager. But I have to apologize to probably both of you, especially. I can't keep all these stack and silver names straight. I'm sorry. I just
I
can't.
don't
Hell,
know.
I forget my name. Silver Sleep. Sometimes I'll read it in chat and then I'll remember without thinking out loud. Oh, dang, that's me. Who the hell's
Yeah, it's
that?
hard for me. I confuse some of them some of the times. There's like a bunch of triple S's, and I used to confuse
Yes.
Yankee with someone else all the time.
Oh my goodness. I thought I was replying, in the comments to who I thought I was replying to, but apparently I wasn't. So, and then they replied with a really polite, nice comment, pretty long, two or three sentences, and at the very end, I said, "Oh, by the way, I'm not whoever it was that I thought it was." That's funny. Socializing with humans is okay. It's neat. I don't get out hardly at all. I'm not a shut-in. I'm kind of a apprentice recluse. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I don't get
AGA.
out a whole lot. Mostly work and a little bit
Yeah,
on the weekends, but not a whole
yeah.
lot.
I can't. I don't know how you folks do it in 2020, whatever it is. Oh my gosh, it's a totally different world. It was so much easier before debit cards and phones and even pagers. Matter of fact, when pagers came out, I said, "Oh man, that's the end of civilization right there." Emperor Wang is a recluse, also. Good. Well, I'd ask you to join the club, but as a recluse, I don't believe in clubs. Oh, well. What's in the picture frame? Oh, that's the bloody bag. That's what got me into stacking. That's what got me to almost get stickers. Almost. And I thought, no way. It was hard enough to get a poker chip made. Let me see. So in the frame, yeah, that's that's a Captain Bleedy sticker. I scrounged that off of an envelope. I didn't know who Captain Bloody was until about 3 days ago. But yeah, this is it's it's like if he was an earl or somebody that had a stamp on their ring, where sometimes people, their serfs, would kiss it, and other times they'd smash it into an envelope on the back of a piece of paper to kind of make a homemade envelope and then bleed on it with
Yeah, that's
wax.
called a signet ring, SIGNET. And I want to get one of those, man. That would be so cool to wear the wax stamp right on your hand.
I don't know who's. It might have been a video, a live that you were on, but somebody was wearing a ring as they were touching their stuff. And sorry, but their silver and stuff. And it reminded me of like some kind of signet, capability type thing. And we
Yeah.
might even. It was you were there because I think we were talking about your bloody bag. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. I love that. That's a great promotional, sentimental. Cool. I thought it deserved a frame. I got Wang. He sent me a really cool Hawaiian medal. I have learned the term. They all look like coins to me, but it's officially a medal, and it's a
Oh.
commemorative, Hawaii-based commemorative, and it's in the other frame. And yeah, that come from Goodwill. Those frame.
No, those that's beautiful, and I'm honored that you would frame that, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I think it's beautiful, and yeah, I'm definitely honored.
It's
Now,
cool.
I think I asked this question of you, Sleuth, previously, and I don't feel like I got an answer. Or maybe I
Okay.
asked Wang. I don't know. Maybe I asked both of you. I don't. What? How far apart are you guys? Do you know?
Yeah, I do. Matter of fact, I actually worried about the Emperor when I don't know if you folks remember on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day night, midnight, we had a catastrophe on the island that both Emperor and I live on, and he was much closer to the area of that catastrophe than I am. Uh,
Oh, so wait. So
we,
you guys are in Maui? Are you guys on Maui?
no, no, Oahu.
Oh, what catastrophe?
With actually, I'm not sure what Emperor Wang's anonymity paranoia level is, so
Oh,
I'm just going to
it's
go through.
he doesn't he paranoid? Are you kidding? The dude could give a rat's ass. Yeah, no, yeah
Yeah, well,
he's in a well secured location. Let's put it that way.
yeah.
But how
Well,
far
and
apart?
he's
Can you guys?
marine.
I want to know. Okay, I
He's a
don't even care
merchant.
where you guys. I don't care where you guys live at all. Can you meet up? Can you freaking meet up? That's what I want to know.
We probably could have. Actually, that's a funny story. When I went to my very first coin show ever, I pretended I was at the airport. I was a taxi driver, and I had the sign for, Mr. Fujimoto or whatever. I'm his taxi driver, and he's getting off a plane somewhere in this terminal, like in the movies. And so I actually had a fluorescent orange, hard cardboardish or whatever, and I wrote on the words because I didn't want to look too stupid. Emperor Wang. And just I didn't tie it, I didn't wear it like a sandwich sign, but I walked around with it. Occasionally I turn around and hold it up and kind of turn around, and that reminded me of a concert that I went to, Rolling Stones, and yeah. So no, I have not ever met Emperor Wang in the in life, but they say
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
be wary of meeting
Wait, you're
heroes
telling me
who go out.
you had an Emperor Wang, you went to the dollar store, you got some fluorescent poster board, you wrote Emperor Wang. Where are you, at the airport? What are you doing? What is happening here?
At the coin show, that the first ever
Oh, the
coin
coin
show.
show. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you for clearing that up. I
I
didn't
thought
hear that.
you
I'm so
would
sorry. So you're at
listen
the
to
coin
me.
show, and dude, you're a badass. You're a total freaking badass. I love that. That I would do
Fun.
that.
It
That's
was
something
fun.
I would do. You must be my big brother. That's for dang
It
sure.
was fun. It was
And
fun.
I tell
Well,
you what,
you'd have the
that
scars to
puts me
prove it.
on the subject
You
of
sure
about
you
meeting people. I'm wondering, Stack Attacker Wager, have you ever met anyone in the community? Have you ever reached out and physically met anyone?
No,
Not yet, huh?
no.
And you used to live here in Las Vegas, or no, Reno. And where did you move to? You're in Texas right now, right?
Yeah, in
Well,
Georgetown, Texas.
Georgetown, that's right. So there's a lot of stackers in Texas, man. Have you ever thought about meeting anyone?
Kind of, but I haven't really reached out to anyone. I know check stackers somewhere down in Austin, which isn't too far away. But
Oh, well, that's
Hey,
pretty cool.
not to interrupt, but Stack Attacker Wager, it looks like AGAU Addict says in the chat, "Hey Saw, see, I knew I wasn't imagining that. Can I see that silver bar with sick dimple, please? How about that?
Yeah.
A request for the talent. It's what'd you guys call that? Fluffy? Grab Fluffy and show him Fluffy.
No, no, showing him Fluffy will fluff him.
I don't know which bar. This one?
The 6 point, what do you say?
A sick dimple, a dimple.
No,
Maybe
6
the maybe
I
the
think
10-ounce JM.
Oh, let me see. He said silver bar, no ounce. But I think Blue Collar Stacker recently had some kind of super special dimple bar on one of his videos. Just recently, probably within the
Oh,
last 72 hours.
that bar, that looks like the curve of a woman's back, a beautiful lady's back. Oh God, that's good stuff he
Nice.
has there.
I was distracted by the fact that some numbers were on the opposite side of the bar that most of the others
Yeah,
didn't.
I wasn't looking at the numbers. Saw, show us your biggest bar if you have it out there that you did the biggest bar challenge,
You were looking for
please.
Fluffy.
Uh, yeah, I don't have that one handy. That
Oh,
would
okay.
be
No,
my
no.
20-ounce
Well,
JM. But
turns out
Now,
that
okay,
AGAU
so
Addict says that was the bar. So good job. Got the right
oh,
bar.
Saw, you obviously saw Blue Collar Stacker's video, right?
yeah,
Now, when you saw that? What were your thoughts? When you first started watching the video, what came to your mind?
I thought it looked kind of similar to mine. And I thought it was a nice JM bar. I like the old JM poured bars.
Yeah, they're awesome. Now, maybe I don't remember correctly, but didn't and I know you know this amazing stacker collector, Savage. Does he have one of those?
Um, I haven't watched his videos in a while, but I believe he has some JM bars.
Yeah, I thought I saw it quite. He's kind of in the kilos though, huh?
I'm not really
And the
sure.
100. I think he even had 100 ounces when I first started watching Savage Stacker. I think he showed four JM 100-ounce bars. Like he had deep in a safe, in a hole in the ground.
Oh,
He was pulling them out, and yeah, man. So okay, I got a question for the both of you. So I'm going to ask you first, Sleuth, and then you second, Saw. And it also says, I think it's 20-ounce bar is the biggest you have. But what about you, Sleuth? What's your largest? What's your heavy? It doesn't have to be a bar. What's your heaviest piece of silver?
Well, I'd have to say a kilo, because that's 32
Mm.
ounces, one spot, right?
Now, is
It's a
that
coin.
a
It's a
coin?
coin. Yeah, yeah, it's a coin. Now, is it an eagle? No, but it's the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful things. And I had a weight issue. I mean, I wasn't overweight, but I was after silver weight. And so occasionally, after I satisfied
Oh,
my,
I'm sorry. I thought you just meant you were impatient.
no, 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 I did branch out a little bit once I attained my weight goal that I imagined because I got, issues. But yeah, but so probably for silver, I've got some of those, that little dollar bill, or not little, it's a big dollar bill bar thingy that you show occasionally. I've got a few of those. 4 ounce,
Those are
8 ounce.
kind of yeah. I didn't even know those existed. Mark Samuelson sent me that $100 bar bill, the 1 ounce, super thin,
Oh wow.
flattened out.
Wow.
It's like the size of a regular $100 bill. But they've been making those for a while. There's like one that comes out, I think every year, or it did come out.
I have
Yeah.
no idea. Mine are
Yeah,
four ounces or
I
eight
would love
ounces.
to see a video from you of those. That would be really cool. And then like do a challenge, like thinnest silver, something like that.
Well, I could do thinnest penny cent because I've
Oh,
got
what did you
some
have?
pretty.
Would you have a train run it over?
Yeah, yeah. The train track real close to my house, and we get nickels and pennies smashed. It was so
I,
great fun. Great fun.
oh
Great
yeah,
kids.
I put a Monument Metals, Don't Tread on Me, Coiled Snake, Boston Tea Party on the back, generic round on the train tracks when I was in Portland, Oregon, on the Max train. It's like the public transportation train. I was just kind of joking around. I was going to make a video like, oh, should I do it? Should I do it? And then not do it. But guess what? The train never stopped at the station that it was supposed to stop at, or I thought it was going to stop at. And I ran that shit. I almost ran back and tried to grab it. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm going to get hit by a train. So I stopped. Anyways, I miss all the old videos that I lost. But yeah, the trains are awesome. Oh man, I'm lost. Shit, I derailed my train.
Nah, you did good. Yes,
Oh,
it was
that's it.
fun.
That's it. I'm sorry. That's
Good
it.
fun.
As far as challenges go, that would be a super cool challenge to do. Like show your thinnest silver. I'd love to see that from you. So I'm kind of challenging you to do a challenge. And I want to say something about Stack and Tiger Wager. This dude, this dude, this dude, man, I'll put out a challenge. I don't. What do you do? What do you drop your socks and grab your video camera? Saw you were on the shit, man. You were like, it's like 20 minutes later, he's already answered the challenge. I love that about you, Saw. You are like challenge. Bring it, baby.
Thanks. I try.
You don't try. No. You succeed, man. Holy crap. It's like no matter what challenge I do, fucking Saw is all over that shit. I love that about you, man. Thank you.
Ah, you're welcome. I like the challenges.
Mm. Oh man, to me, I think the challenges are the most fun. Remember, like the slick Morgan dollar. Oh, that reminds me, Morgan dollars. Okay, and peace dollars. Okay, Sleuth, I'm going to ask you first, and I want to go over to Stack Tagger Wager here. But Sleuth, are you a Morgan or a peace dollar guy?
Well, if you were to base that off of my inventory, I guess I'm a Morgan guy, because I don't think I have a peace dollar, which saddens me because I won a
Oh, dude,
1920 peace dollar.
I I just got my first 1921 piece dollar. Was 20? Yeah, my grandfather's birthday or birth year. Yeah, at the coin show last time, and that's the first piece dollar I ever got. And I was a Morgan guy because my last name's Morgan. I got the namesake, so I got to be like Morgan Marshall. It just sounds good when I hear it. The mighty Morgan, Oregon. But you know what? The piece dollars, they're a beauty, bro. I love them. So I'm glad you got one. Right
Oh no,
on.
I don't have one. I do not have the peace dollar. I
Oh, I
want
thought you
one.
said you did get one. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think I have one. I don't think I have one. I have three Morgans, I think, and they were
Oh,
leftovers. And guess what? I wouldn't have had them if I'd have found them in 2011 when I was getting rid of all the silver that didn't interest me. I would have.
well, I think I have four. I think I have you beat by one. I think I have four Morgan dollars, and that's sad on our both of our counts. God, we should hang our
It is
heads
what it
in
is.
shame because Mr. Stacker Wager over here. I gotta hear from you, bro. Tell me about Morgan and Peace dollars, buddy.
Less pressure for me, by the way, just not to interrupt, because my last name ain't Morgan. So I feel like a winner. Go ahead, Stack.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm more of a Morgan guy. I have some peace dollars, but more Morgans.
Now you collect Morgan dollars uh, inside and outside of slabs, correct?
Yes.
And
Most,
what would be your highest grade and what year and what mint?
hmm, I'd have to look, but I have a couple MS-66s, but I'm not
Mm.
sure the years or mint marks.
So I've just recently learned that you know the grade on a certain year because of a certain mint can make it so much, and then it can make it worth the value so much higher. But like also I used to think, oh, there must be 70 perfect graded coins that are 100 years old, but there's usually not, right? Sometimes like the highest grade in any given year from any given mint is only so high until like they discover one that's a little better, right?
Yeah, some of the Morgans I've seen, maybe like MS-68s, maybe there's some 69s, because I guess a lot of them set in bank vaults and didn't really circulate. So there is some pretty high grades out there, but not a whole
Wow.
lot.
Now, I've also Sleuth. I'm wondering if you know about this too. And Blue Collar Stacker, I knew a little bit about it, but he made put it rock solid in my head. Uh, there are a government issued like slabs, like packaging, mint packaging that they came in. And in the old days, they used to crack these suckers open to get them graded, but now they've like, what the hell are you doing? How stupid can you be for so long? And they just basically put a sticker on the government issued. Do you have any of those?
No, but I coulda. I remember those things. They came in a fancy blue box, and but I have to. I do remember this much. They were quite pricey back then. They didn't fit into my, by just way more expensive than an eagle, way more. But I did learn, the interesting story about them. They find a bunch of Carson City Morgan. Yeah, right. Somebody just found it for after who knows how many decades. And I had heard, I have not Googled it, I'm not much of a Googler, that Richard Nixon kind of had a play in saving those Carson City GSA fancy blue boxes lives. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I
Well, you know
think.
what?
So here's one good thing you can say about Richard Nixon. In
Oh,
case, you're at a party, hey, or a trivial contest at a bar. Did
oh,
you do anything good? Yeah, well, he helped save the Morgan, and people are going to look at you funny because what the hell's silver?
well, yeah, I do get that whole hoard syndrome kind of thing, which yeah, it's really things get discovered, I guess, and I guess why wouldn't people kind of tuck things away and hide things? Yeah, that's so interesting. Vegas Stacker has a piece of silver. It's a peace dollar, I believe, that he got from the Binions horde, who's a big casino mogul out here in Las Vegas area, or was. And
I,
yeah,
I
it's
think,
really interesting with the horde thing. But now I know
yeah, I think
I,
about that.
I'm pretty sure that Stack Attacker Wager has those some of those government issued things. And do you have some that have the grading sticker and then some that don't? Stack Attacker Wager.
Yeah, I only have one that I bought that has a NGC graded sticker on it, and the rest are still ungraded.
I see. I see. I got my. I was just kind of going through the comments here, make sure there's nobody new. Yeah, so Carson Cities. Yeah, that's what FG Stacker is saying. Yeah, so are the Carson Cities the only one that were like that packaging with a government issue?
No, there was others. There was some Peace Dollars I've heard of, and there's some other non-Carson cities that you can get in those GSA holders that I've seen on eBay, but I don't have any of those yet. But I'd like to get one. But
Oh, okay. Huh.
Stack that gold. Says in the chat that Silver Struck got all the CC Morgans, and Cartier like some particular coins and such in the chat. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Oh, yeah, man. I love
It's a
it when you
great
guys
looking
interject. Yeah, definitely. Always interject on the chat because I miss what people are saying because I'm just trying to think of my next question and what I'm trying to focus on what everyone else is saying. That's answering whatever question I might have put out there. Blue Collar Stacker says no. So I think that was answering my question.
They are listening. Oh, my rod. Yeah, what is silver? He caught that in my little diatribe about trying to talk about silver to somebody that don't hardly even know what it is. I tried to
Oh,
talk to my brother about it, and he thought he owned a bunch of silver because he had some brokerage account where, on some sheet he'd get mailed to him every quarter or every year says, "Hey, you get this much ETF symbol stuff." So he thinks he got silver. He knows so little about silver that when I showed him the silver that my dad had hoarded, because my dad didn't, he was an engineer. He didn't think about SHTF stuff. But he picked so I said, take what you want. And this is kind of well before I understood what the value of it was. And he picked, in hindsight, memory wise, he picked out all the Franklin Mint stuff. That's
oh,
That's fun.
well, it's probably like more attractive, a little more fancy or cool or something. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. He stuck me with that ugly Engelhard, probably Uber bar, and all this other
Uh,
cool stuff that I thought was ugly, and I sold off because wow, silver's high. I just discovered eBay. I said, wow, I'm gonna try to sell on eBay.
right on. Hey, Stack Attacker Wager, turn that thing 90 degrees to the right.
We went through this in the pre-show.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now we're talking. There we go. That is beautiful, man. Wow.
Oh,
Wow,
there we
that
go.
case is not even scratched. It's not even scratched.
Looks like it was made yesterday.
Holy crap. What year is that?
2025. Looks brand new, especially on Saturday.
I believe it's 1882.
Wow. Now, okay, so it's 1882. It wasn't put in that case in 1882. When did this happen? When they discovered a hoard?
Yeah, I believe it was late 70s or early 80s. I forget the exact year.
I think it was when Nixon was in office. So
Oh,
that had
that's
to
right.
be
You
from
said that, yeah.
68 well, he won in 68 and won in 72, and then I think he ducked out maybe 74-ish, so somewhere before 74, I think. I don't know.
Blue Collar Stacker is saying 70s. AGAU is saying 70s. Yep. Yep. 1882. I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh, my Rod says, yeah, he's a vampire. Yeah, he's been living for 300 years now. Spokane has some nice CC. Need to strike a deal. Yeah, Spokane has great auctions. Go check them out, Cartier, and hang out there, and I'm sure you'll get a good deal. You got a snipe probably, but yeah. Stack That Gold says, I'm 2 vids behind. I was catching up with his channel, and then a friend called. Got to watch them. I don't know who he's talking about. Probably Struck. Oh, yeah, AGAU says, you see what Struck had tonight? No, I missed it. Darn it. I will definitely watch. I watch everything Struck puts out, every single video. Yeah, I got my money back. That's okay. Cardio bucket list. All right, well, we're getting some pretty good. People are still here. 12 people, it looks like. That's awesome. How long we been on? 1 hour and
About
25 minutes plus our 30 minutes of technical difficulties. How you guys feeling? You got a second win? You want to keep going for a few?
yeah, about 100 minutes, I think, but definitely 85 minutes ago. Plus
Right
the
on.
pre-show and the warm-up and the rehearsal dinner and the fluffies and whew, I'm worn
Yeah,
out, bro.
you got to make time to get fluffed. I mean, it's very important. I want you coming out here rock hard every time. Okay, bro?
I tell you, I have been in, public restrooms. I guess they're private, inside a club back during the disco ball days. And they used to have a guy there, handing out combs and stuff. I was like, I tip him just to not, keep the comb away from me. I don't want any of that stuff. But here, I know how it
I've done
works.
that.
I know the
I've given
system.
people money, just get the fuck away. It's
I
like,
know the system. And some of them looked like they were wearing tuxedos or something. I said, wow, that
I
was
feel like
desperate.
I'm I'm buying my privacy at some point here. What? That's not right.
No, I
Oh
just
shit!
cootie.
All
I've been
right,
a
here we
cootie
go.
for.
Okay, all right. This is the next topic. Okay, an FG stacker. This guy, FG stacker, man. He's kind of he got. I would say he's a bit dry on video, but man, you see him in the chat, and he is hilarious, and he is like he's a wild man. You got to cut loose more on that in front of that camera there, FG. I love what you're doing here, and really enjoying your comments. He's a Silver State Stacker, the origin of milk spots. Now I don't even know what he's talking about, but when I see the words milk spots, I'm like, what's the first thing that comes to my mind? Uh, well, he's like center screen between me and Stacky Tiger Wager. Is this cool or what? Stacky Tiger Wager's first time ever on a live stream. Silver Sleuth hanging out all the way from Hawaii. We got Texas, Hawaii, and Vegas all accounted for. Now this is great. So yeah, I see milk. And what tell us about your milk spots. What's the fetish about here, bro? Are you just like a dairy dude, or
No, bro. I didn't even know what a milk spot was until I met you folks. And
shit?
but I knew I had eagles, and I have not found a whole lot of milkiness on the eagles. Um, but I knew I had some Philharmonic gizzies and the Maple Leafs because they
Hey,
Philharmonics
Sleuth.
did not fit in my STHF mindset. Go ahead, but the Maple Leafs did because I was on North America. I thought, my imagination says, well, what if I'm trading with a Canadian dude, eh? And so
Hey.
I thought, well, maybe they'll come in handy.
Yeah, yeah. Before they had some milky ones, that's for sure. But
That's
man,
right.
you gotta say the milkiness real slow for me one time, would you?
Milkiness.
Oh God, dude. Okay.
That's probably another inside joke I have no clue about. But
Yeah, I'm on my
so yeah,
third
I
beer, so
didn't sell
everything's
myself.
in,
I didn't
everything's an
sell
inside
myself.
joke now. Oh shit.
I,
No, that's
and
funny.
I never saw my first milk spot that I remember ever until late last year when I first started watching these channels. So, oh wow.
And were you horrified?
No, not really. I actually I was kind of happy that my brain still works because I could have sworn I'd have remembered seeing those things, right? But I don't. And I
So
had
are you?
never heard the term milk spot ever. And I just thought it would look cool on a poker chip.
So so now that you've learned about these milk spots, would you call yourself a milk spot denier or acceptor?
No, proponent. I was trying, I was pushing. I don't know, you probably don't remember, but I was pushing milk spot premium. Come on. Those things are
Yeah,
worth more because it's an authentic. Who needs a pinger? I got milk spots.
I admire you trying to change the narrative, but I don't know. I got a feel in my soul that Stack Attacker Wager has a whole different take on milk spots. What do you
Oh,
feel about these?
they're ugly. But you go with the flow. What am I going to do? Oh, I know what I did. I melted some, and now some of them. A Philharmonic, half of a Philharmonic is stuck to one of those little white crucibles from hell.
Uh, So, Stack Tiger Wager, do you treat milk spots in the same manner, or do you just like say, I'm gonna melt this because it's ugly, or are you more of a dipper kind of dude?
Yeah, I dip some stuff, but it doesn't really help the
Oh,
milk spots.
oh, oh! We got a blue collar fan in the house. Right on. So have you seen blue collar dipping his shit?
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos.
It works. To me, it's a huge improvement on the aesthetic part of it. Yep. But I wasn't. I never dreamt back then that I would be trading with some guy with rockets bursting in the air and them saying, "Oh no, I'm sorry, you can't have this loaf of bread because of those milk spots." I just never envisioned that. I didn't know what any of that shit was stuff, and so yeah, milk spots don't really bother me. I mean, silver to me is silver is silver is silver. And yeah, if I take it to a coin shop, I'm probably going to get, less than what I would if it was pristine, but it can't be that much. And at that point, I don't care.
Well,
That's in
I like what you're saying because I think you've already proved my point. Silver is silver,
it
and
is.
and look at this. This when I bought this was like blast, not blast. Blast is that like kind of whitish, but this was like brilliant. It was sparkly, and now it has. Because I haven't capsuled it because I'm a cheap bastard. I don't buy big enough capsules, but um, it's getting like a champagne gold kind of tone. And I'm friends with Blue Collar Stacker, and I highly value Stack Attacker Wagers' opinion. And it sounds like he's a dipper. So I almost feel like I know you can only take 1 ounce of Blue Magic on the airplane there, Blue Collar Stacker. But do you think 1 ounce would clean this for me? I got to find out from Blue Collar Stacker, and I also want to know. Well, Stack Stacker Wager first. What do you think? Should I dip that? And then
No,
I'm sure our loquacious sleuth will fill in after that.
I say no. But unless you can get a video out of it, yeah, then dip it.
Well,
Dip it a couple
come
times.
on, dip. Uh, what? Of course, you're going to get a video out of it. That's why I'm
Perfect.
thinking about it.
But it's not ugly in my opinion.
No, it's
I have
actually
seen
beautiful.
patina on some of the silver that I got, and some of it's kind of ugly.
Yeah,
But
some of it is really ugly. What do you think, Saw? Should I dip this puppy or what? Would you?
Mm,
I know the lighting is terrible. I'm sorry, but you see how it's
maybe,
got
or
like
maybe I
gold.
would leave it.
You know what? I feel the same thing. I'm like I'm actually kind of digging on the way it's kind of wrapping around and getting champagne on the edges. It's a little.
yeah,
It's not very uniform on this side. It's a little heavy on that left bottom corner there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling the pressure of dipping,
a la
and
natural. It's 2-1 anyway. You lose, we win.
but then again, I like the way it looks. I don't know.
Yes,
Maybe Blue Collar Stacker will bring some blue magic with him, like in a little flask in his like in his back pocket or something on the airplane, and that would be cool. Maybe we could dip this at the coin show, like live stream dip. Has anybody ever done a live stream dip? I think Blue Collar Stacker did a premiere dip. Yeah, I think he dipped premierly. Huh. So
I've seen
FG
other
Stacker says
dippers.
if
Easy.
it's bullion, I don't mind dipping. If it's mint state, but if it's a worn coin, it looks wrong. Dip clean. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, FG Stacker. I gotta kind of agree. I no, I kind of agree. I totally agree with that. And then also, Stat That Gold says Easy Zest is great. I've dipped a few 1 ounce. Oh, dude. Whoa, whoa, slow down there, STG. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. He's dipping vintage. You Stack That Gold. I'm impressed. You're way more hardcore than I imagined previously.
Some
Wow,
people dip and send them
wow.
in for
I,
trading.
I'm seeing STG in a whole new light. It's kind of like a bright, shiny silver white now. Like, oh.
Oh yeah, I've dipped some vintage. Not a whole lot, but If it's ugly.
If it's ugly, huh? Wow. Okay. Do you have any examples there? Like what it looks like now, of course. Don't have before photos, but
No, not on hand.
okay.
I
So
think points
how
are
about
prettier
this?
when you get
Everybody, give me
closer.
a thumbs up. A thumbs up if you've ever dipped in the chat feed right now. If you've dipped, and I'm not talking about skull, I'm talking about Easy Zest, Electric Blue, whatever the heck that is. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to get the dippers out of the closet. Exactly, blue collar. You nailed me. Oh, let's see. Hey, Silver Sleuth, I need to take a break here. Just got to turn my head the other way. My neck's starting to kill me. I'm in the freaking car, and I gotta spark a cigarette here. I'm gonna be right here listening. But would you please kind of read off and expose these freaking dippers in the chat feed for me, please, and thank you.
Keyword dipper. But if you're not a dipper, I will still acknowledge you. I'm going to go up as high as I can on this, start from as far as from the beginning as I can, and kind of estimate where Liberty already has gotten to. But FG Stacker, talking about Carson cities. Okay. So, yeah, we covered that pretty well. Lots of input on the Carson City chapter.
Good.
Stack That Gold. Stack That Gold says he sold his GSA Morgan recently. They had bags of them stored in the mint. Yeah, isn't that ridiculous? I mean, to me, that's like somebody should get fired, but praised at the time. Hey, thanks for finding all these historical coins, but you're fired because you're an idiot if you lost. And so, talking about peace dollars and Cartier's in the mix, Stack That Gold, Blue Collar Stacker, AGAU Addict. And so we're back to there's that Silver Sleuth guy. He says something. Stack That Gold is a couple videos behind. Something's really beautiful. 1882 Goodyear. Remember it like it was yesterday. Who was that from? That's funny. That was from Oh My Rod. Oh My Rod. That was in a movie. Only I forget. There were some cute girls in it. But let me see. Silver State Stacker. Oh My Rod says my great grandfather said they used to put a silver dollar in the milk jug to keep the milk longer without a fridge. I can
Yeah,
attest to that.
silver is antimicrobial, and that works like a charm. Actually, I use it's a silver that's in a liquid form. Oh God, what's it called? Uh, oh man,
Colloidal. Colloidal.
colloidal. Thank you very much. Colloidal silver on cuts and scrapes, and you can drink this stuff if you're feeling down. I mean, you can literally wash your eyes out with colloidal silver. It will not harm you, and it will only help you. And yeah, man, I tell you what, the silver is amazing. It's been amazing since the beginning of time. No wonder we're just like drooling over it, right? It's so cool. I'm sorry, continue there. I appreciate
Well,
this.
absolutely. Apparently, I have missed out on life because the Vegas Stacker says about dipping, he dips Oreos. I remember those. Um, Blue Collar did just a
So
synopsis of the
I guess
chat.
he's
Blue
not a
Collar did a
dipper
bunch
then.
of dipping. Who's that? Yeah, he dips the Oreo kind. Uh, and but I've cleaned a lot of brass. I tell you, if it ain't painted or nailed down or made of brass, um, painted anyway. In the Navy, I cleaned brass, and I could never understand why. And I never did find out why. Why the brass polishing brass fetish? But FG Stacker in the chat says if it's bullion, he doesn't mind dipping. So we got a dipper. It looks like dippers are winning this poll. Uh,
Good.
yeah, I think it's a vast majority would dip in certain dipping circumstances, and I would too. Uh, Let's see. So let me see. We almost caught up. That's going to be the title of his next video: Chips and Dips, chips, dips, whips, and hot wax on the nipples. So Stack That Gold says, "Bro, I dipped some nasty looking sunshine rounds. They came out like new." Yes, not to monopolize the conversation outside of the chat, but I've seen people do the dipping thing and then the grading thing, and then if you're lucky, you know, whenever later you see a follow-up video and say, oh, they're getting all these graded coins back that they cleaned and sent in. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. But I don't care. I don't care about the cleaning part. It's neat to watch other people care, though. Silver is magical, says Blue Collar Sacker. That should be on a T-shirt. And then people
Yeah.
will read it and they'll say,
Fuck
what's
yeah.
silver?
That should be on a T-shirt with a Hoffman and Hofborn unicorn round. That's a yeah, dude. Heck
Especially
yeah.
in an open carry state. And so Vegas Stacker says, when he would curse, my mom washed my mouth out with silver. Wow, my mother used Comet. And that was for saying the word crap, CRAP, which is now my radio station moniker. Maybe Oh My Rod needs to start dipping Oreos in silver too. Wow.
Well,
We are
it
not,
looks like
we do not give nutritional advice on this channel, just by the way. So
3D Woodworks just chimed in. I dip them in liver of sulfur. Talk about the antithesis of what we're talking about. He's like toning, darkening these dogs up, man. Holy crap.
instant patina.
Yeah. Okay. So now I got another question. I love polls. I love questions. I love the seeing what the chat has got to say about what we're saying. And I got to ask you guys. Okay. So we got some dippers in here. I love that. Now, how many of you? And I'm asking the panel as well. And Stack Tagger Wager, if you could answer first, would be great. And here's my question. And give me a thumbs up or some positive or negative type of answer to let us know if you have ever, if you're a creator, yeah, even if you're not a creator, if you're just a viewer, well, no, because we're talking about different. All right, so if you're a creator, have you ever made a video where it shows you cleaning a coin in any way? Because I want to be included in this, and I have actually used Simple Green. I was told Simple Green would work, and it actually did work. I used it on some foreign coins I had, and but I'm talking about dipping too. How many people here that are here right now have actually made a video about cleaning or dipping coins?
Not me.
Not you?
No, but speaking of antithesis, I like to touch it, and I like to imagine that people are saying, no, don't touch that.
Oh, hold on. I think I just figured out where the milk spots are coming from, Sleuth. You got a serious problem, buddy.
What's that? What happened? Oh, yeah.
If you touch it too much, you're gonna get milk spots, dude. Are you putting this together?
Well, I figured the hair on my palms would rub it off.
Yeah, the pubic hair ain't helping either, dude. That will definitely leave weird toning.
Well, Silver Sleuth means more than just the precious metal. It's on the elemental chart, AG.
Yeah.
When you're 65, everything's silver, dude.
Yeah, right, even her hair. Oh, shit. So, Stack Attacker Wager, have you made a cleaning video of any sort?
No, I haven't made any cleaning videos.
Well, I beg to differ, because I've seen you pour silver, and I've seen you with a freaking electric toothbrush in your hand, buddy.
Well, yeah, I've cleaned cores, but I haven't done a cleaning video of a coin or round.
I'll just play with you, man. Yeah, no, but I like when you can pull out. They're like, that's a great idea, man. Get all that foundry sound off of there. That's smart, man. What was the last time you did a pour video? It's been a bit, huh?
Yeah, quite a while. It's been a while since I've done any pouring.
Is it because of the cold weather?
No, actually, it's pretty hot here. I don't know, got to get motivated and think of something cool to pour.
Well, speaking of dipping, Stack That Gold has dipped gold. No surprise there. FG Stacker.
No surprise there.
Well, Stack That Gold. Gold is cool. And we see, so it looks like FG Stacker. He does a before and after. Blue Collar has dipped and cleaned with I forget the name of the product, but it was pretty cool. I think the results were kind of outstanding because I couldn't imagine my maple leafs becoming non-milk spotty. So that was really cool. I haven't melted a maple yet, but soon. And then there's double dips. 3D only for making rings, not for coins in a stack. Cleaning playlist. FFS. Will go blind for Chris in Virginia showed up. Hello, Chris in Virginia. Excellent chat contributor, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
So we're pretty much caught out. Blue Collar laughed at something I said. I wish I could
Okay,
remember
yeah.
what it was. I'd
I
say
saw
it again.
that. So
How about
how
a
many?
Sonic cleaner that is dipping? Ooh, that sounds high tech. That was from 3D Woodworks. And Vegas dips his Oreos in salsa and, oh, I'm sorry, silver. And we're all caught up.
Well, I tell you what. Yeah, I don't know if we're totally caught up, but Vegas Stacker says, "Who in here double dips?" And I'll tell you what, that'll get you kicked right out of the party real quick. Double dipping, man. I don't know if you guys watch Seinfeld, but you don't want to do that. And so you know what? It seems like and vids long and short. Okay, so Blue Collar Stacker has made videos about it. I think anybody else? And SCG. I don't know if you made a video. Oh, copper spots with a blowtorch. Yeah, you can change the color big time with a torch on copper. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do. But yeah, okay. So and double dipping is disgusting. Yeah, right. Yeah, but okay. So I put down a little bit of a challenge. So it doesn't seem like many people have done any coin cleaning, dipping videos. Oh, come on, guys, let's go. Let's see some, man. Definitely, let's see some. And that brings me to my next question. Okay, so Silver Sleuth is, you know, he's not ashamed. He's not ashamed even a little bit. A little tiny milk spot, that shit's going in the crucible like right now. But so my question is, I already know his feelings and thoughts on melting, silver. That like, where are you getting your silver to melt it? So Stacky Tiger Wager, I'm wondering, are you killing milk spots with the furnace, or are you buying shot, or where are you getting your silver? Are you doing generic buffaloes? How are you making these beautiful creations, and what are you destroying to create?
Yeah, mostly just buffalo rounds, and I've had a little shot, but not a whole lot.
All right, so now my next question is, who made these buffalo rounds? Are they like Golden State Miners, or what's going on?
Actually, I'm not even sure. They were just buffalo rounds that I just threw in the furnace.
Well, I'm really glad that Silver and Cigars isn't here, because he's a buffalo kind of guy, man. He's got an amazing collection of all different sorts of types. I'm sure they're probably very generic. Now, are these just like out of a tube that you bought for weight one day, or are these like just like are you looking like, are you hunting down silver to melt like out of the bargain bin?
No, yeah, just buffaloes I picked up along the way for weight.
Gotcha. And do you feel any sense of remorse when you do this?
No, not really.
God, I love your answer. Hell yeah. FTW on the Buffaloes. How about you, Sleuth? Have you are we talking? Did that first bar you poured? Is that an American Silver Eagle all folded up onto itself, or what's up?
Yeah, it's a Philharmonic.
I see. I see. You're drawing. You,
Practice on
now, wait a minute. Have you drawn a line in the sand as you will not melt American, and it's like the rest of the world is fair game, or are you being patriotic here? What's going on?
Not really. I just I don't see myself melting an eagle. Although now that you mention it, it'd probably make a pretty decent video.
Okay, Vegas Stacker says so. Okay, you could probably answer that. Oh, both of you probably could. I know Silver Sleuth just started pouring, and Stacker's been doing it for a bit. But Vegas is asking, if you melt milk spotted silver, does the new pour get milk spots? That's a great question.
No, as far as I can tell so far, no, the milk spots, they're gone. I don't know where they go.
Oh, oh wait. Is it like that Vapapoo on the movie Envy with Jack Black and Ben Stiller? Is it like that? Vaporize?
I'm not sure. I thought the heat would do it alone because I think Blue Collar Stacker was talking about that on one of his videos. I was thinking, ooh, maybe a blow dryer,
Okay,
you know,
so
that
then,
for the
okay,
70s kind hair blow dryer with the big hair.
so then it seems like maybe, and I know we're not scientists, but because science, right? But it seems like maybe we've come to the conclusion here that milk spots are non-hereditary. Like they don't follow down the family lineage. It seems, and I think the heat may be what is vaporizing our milk spots. What do you guys
Wouldn't
think?
surprise, wouldn't surprise me.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so.
Milk
All right,
spots are
Vegas.
in
So I hope that answers your question. You got a couple of guys here that's actually poured some metals, and milk spots are vaporized in the furnace. Awesome.
nice.
FG Stacker says 3D Woodworks. Yes, that's why I get the rounds too. They're cheaper than the shot. Yes, you're right. And the rounds are cheaper than the shot. I noticed that because I was pricing it, and I'm like, why? What? Because they put them in a plastic little jar. Why would they be cheaper? And then, but then again, I think that most of the silver shot I've seen is sold from the Canadian Royal Canadian Mint, and it's actually 4 nines and not 3 nines like your traditional average everyday buffalo might be. Would you guys agree?
What are we agreeing about?
Um,
Yes. I had a 50% chance of being right. I'll say yes, but I don't know what you asked.
No,
We were talking about
I
wooden
guess what
spots in
I'm
the
asking
chat.
is yeah, so the 4 nines is shot. It's 4 nines, and I think most of it comes from Royal Canadian Mint. There may be others. I'm sure there's others, but I think one of the ones I've looked at are from the Royal Canadian Mint, and it's 4 nines. But then the Buffalo is only 3 nines, but that's not a big deal, right? I mean, and here's a question for Stocky Tiger Wager: when you melt these buffaloes, they're probably toned and all that, right?
now they were actually pretty nice condition.
Oh, like brand new. Okay. Now, is there anything like on top of it when you're done melting that and you right before you pour it? Is there any like slag, scum? I don't even know what to call it. Floating on top. Do you have to clean it off before, like with a titanium spoon, like a stir stick? Do you pull it off the top?
No.
No,
No,
you just go.
I've never had that on silver. On the pewter, yeah, that gets like a little film on top I scrape off, but not on
Do they
silver. I
call it?
haven't seen it.
Do they call it dross sometimes?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's none of that. I haven't experienced that, but I'm just brand new green pea rookie.
That's how dross. Wait a minute, dross. Isn't that what David Hasselhoff does when he eats a cheeseburger?
I think I think it's a word that Russell Brand invented.
Oh fuck, Russell Brand. Oh shit.
Slag, slag. There's a good word. Slag.
Oh, slag is a great word.
That
Oh
could be
shit.
somehow you could fit that into the dialogue. Slag.
Slag. Slag sounds like something that comes out of the end of a shotgun or something. Oh, that's slug. Hold on, that's slug.
Slag sounds like something you'd call somebody that does the fluffy stuff in the bathroom. Slag.
Oh shit.
Give me a comb.
Somewhere between slacking and jacking, huh?
But something in the chat is pretty interesting, and I've actually wondered this. 0.999 and 0.49s really have no difference. You're not going to get more
Yeah.
money for either one, so it's pointless. Well, I was wondering if the 49 maples would make it easier for my little crucibles from hell.
Oh, I don't know.
being a
Well,
little
I think
less or a little less whatever's in there that's causing me to fail.
okay. So you're going the small crucible route with the tongs, and Silver Sleuth, and then I think Stack Tiger Wager is. Have you done the crucible, the small, or are you doing the furnace with the large kilogram type crucible there, Stack Tiger Wager?
Yeah, the larger one in the kiln. I've
Yeah.
used the little white one for when I do like pewter pours since it melts so fast and easy, and then it's easier to pour.
Well, I've got a question. Your pours have come out really, really nice. Your silver ones, and you're using that large, like 4 kilogram, whatever size, big crucible. Um, have do you put borax in the crucible when you put your silver to melt it? And have you ever heard of anybody like boraxing the inside of those before they use them?
No, I don't use any borax in it. I haven't really heard of it.
I
You
saw a
just
video
ride
where
bareback, don't you?
stop.
Yeah, it seems like it all comes out.
Yeah, man, what you've done is amazing. So, because I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something, or I need to do something, or maybe I didn't watch enough videos to pour right, and I just, a lot of these things are kind of confusing to me. So it's good to hear somebody else who's actually done it, and the results I've seen. So cool, yeah. To me, it's like I see people put a little a pinch of borax in there, and it's like why? What does that do? They never really explain exactly. And yeah, so this is great. I'm glad I've got you guys here and we're discussing all this stuff. I hope the chat's enjoying it.
We're getting some good feedback in the chat regarding this crucible subject. Um, and some people hate slag, but guys selling the shot reconstitute the silver from chemical. It's a pretty cool process. Yes, I've seen that kind of street tip style. Um, 3D Woodworks, apparently it looks like he only uses a couple of map gas cans. That's interesting. That makes me feel even more of a failure at melting stuff than I really am. And then Blue Collar Stacker says he uses borax in his laundry, and that's what it says on the box 20 mules or 40 mules or something like that. And it's good for killing ants.
Oh yeah, no,
And
that's 20 Mule Team
yeah,
borax. That's like probably the longest product that's been around for borax. 20 Mule Team, and borax. Most of it, I think it's most in the world, and definitely this country, comes from a place in California called Boron, I believe. And borax is the product. They mine it there, and they had a road that the 20 Mule Team used to travel down, and they paved it like I don't know, a couple of decades ago. But I've actually driven right past those mines on my way up to like Fresno and stuff like that. Yeah, the borax 20 Mule Team, man, and yeah, it is totally. It's actually has quite a few uses, and there's something about the space shuttle. It doesn't come to mind right now, but somewhere they use borax on the space shuttle.
on the box it says laundry enhancer.
Yeah. Don't snort the shit though. I don't think that'd be good for you. It's basically
No,
salt. It's salt. It's a form of like a sulfate, something like that.
it's supposedly it's good for certain ants to repel them.
Yeah, well, I think they don't like to cross it. Something about like walking over it, and I think if they do eat it, then they like it like sucks out all the fluid in their body, and they dry up and die or something.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. Ectoskeleton. But anyway, when you were talking about borax in one of those, gray, I think they're made out of graphite crucibles. I saw a video where a guy did that, and I thought, oh man, and that's the first one I'd seen where any of these, real crucible furnace people were using, whether it was electric or gas. And I was thinking to myself, oh wow, why haven't I seen that? And then I looked at the comments, and everybody was telling, no, don't do that. You don't need to do that. So apparently most people that respond to videos about that in the chat think that you don't need to borax your gray crucibles ahead of time like those little white things from hell.
Yeah, Cartier Silver. He says no crucibles are ready to go. No borax needed, but they do break down So if you use a bit of borax, have a graphite rod to swirl around the slag, will collect to the rod. Well, that's good to know. Excellent. Now, I got a question for you there, Cartier Silver. Um, it sounds like you're talking about big crucibles because you're saying no borax, and if you're doing the tiny little tong, small round bowl crucibles, you have to have borax or the silver will stick right to it. So you're talking about the big boys. And here's my question: I have one that I've used with copper. It's huge. It's like a 6 or 8 kilogram. It's freaking giant. It's a propane furnace, big ass. I think it's graphite. I'm pretty sure, and it's got like a bunch of like crazing, like a cracking. It's cracking. There's actually like little pieces that have kind of broken off on the rim of it, and I'm starting. I've only poured copper. I have not poured my silver yet. I've been playing with the copper, trying to learn that. I know it's supposed to be a little bit different. It takes higher heat. It gets cooler faster. But, I put a lot of copper in there. And maybe let's say a pound. That's a lot of hot metal to come breaking out of there. Because when I picked that thing out of the propane furnace with those big old tongs, I got to squeeze because that shit's heavy. And if I'm squeezing that and it's all crackled up like that, I've only used it maybe 4 or 5 times. Should it look that bad? And is that something to worry about or not? Because I'm really worried about it. I feel like I'm going to drop copper all over my lap and my feet. What do you think there, Cartier Silver? Hey, we got Phoenix coins in the house. Right on.
Apparently, those crucibles do have a shelf life, but
I've heard. I don't know how long it is. Like how. I don't know.
I'm thinking,
but I'm worried.
Be careful. Film it, just in case you do. Have to go to the ER. There's a totally different niche.
Well, that would only work if I was live streaming and it broke on me. Yeah, and then I'd be screaming, and you guys would be calling 911. Hey, Stack Attacker Wager. So, how are your crucibles looking? And you've poured copper, right, and silver.
Yeah, they seem to be holding up. I have a few new ones, but they seem like they kind of disintegrate. Mine are like the little graphite one, so not the giant one like you have. But
so, are you running electric like the what's that orange one, the popular one?
Yeah, it's similar to like a 2 Auto, but a different brand. It's electric.
Okay, 2 Auto. Yeah, they're like that. Okay, gotcha. And those are like the tall, skinnier ones.
Yeah.
And they got kind of like a rim on them, right? Like, so you could actually put tongs under there and they wouldn't slip through.
Yeah, they have a little tong groove in them.
Mine is like looks like a urn for, I don't know. It's way different, really big. I kind of, when you're getting into this stuff, you don't really know what you're doing, but you just got to do it and you got to try it, got to learn. I actually want to pour some big copper, like pound coppers. Like Pirate sent me it's like 17.7 ounce copper square. He stamped, I got a nice skull and crossbones stamped on that thing's fire, man. But yeah, and then I'm going to do, I just want to learn small with a crucible, little bowls. I got like 3 and 4 inch little tong bowls. And, of course, you got to borax line those things so the silver will slide out, and just do some open sand casting for my first few. And I'm having fun. But thanks for answering the question. It's good to have you guys like right here. To everything that pops into my head is like getting answered, and the chat is amazing. I kind of I didn't really joke, but I had mentioned to Blue Collar Stacker. We talk a lot in Vegas as well, and we do like these text message group things. And he was saying we were talking about the 20-ounce bar that he picked up, and he asked us. He's like, Vegas and Bleeds. What do you guys think? Should I buy this? And do you think it's a good deal for this price? And I was like, dude, to me it sounds like a good deal, but don't ask me. Ask freaking Silverstruck. And Dub C ended up asking as well, and he was a little hesitant at first to email him. I'm like, dude, just ask him. And I'm so glad he did, because he got great response from these guys. They're so happy to help us, and they're good dudes. And so the point I'm trying to make here is that we as a community are becoming our own resource. And you guys have been a wonderful resource, and I've learned a lot tonight. And I'm so glad that we did this, and I had you on the show. And congratulations on your first live stream, Stack Attacker Wager. I'm sorry it started out a little rough, and sorry you're still sideways, but you know what? This is awesome. So glad you're here. And Sleuth, man, you are my brother from another, for sure, man. And I want to do this again soon, real soon, with both you guys. So, yeah, I don't know. How you guys feeling? It's been like 2 hours and 5 minutes, and I kind of ran out of beer.
Well, speaking of running out of beer, Phoenix Coins joined the chat recently, and he was actually looks like he went to a coin show as a participant. So you might want to touch on that. Had some. It looks like he did well and had a bunch of 5 gram, maybe little packages, little swag bags. So that's kind of interesting. So people are saying good night. Oh, my Rod has been there the whole time. Good job. Thank you, sir. If you're not subscribed to Liberty Bleeds Silver, why are you here? And that's it. So I appreciate you inviting me on. I'm glad it wasn't my fault at the beginning. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot from everybody here. It's kind of a double-edged sword, though, this knowledge stuff. So
Yeah.
it is. It is.
Yeah, and this YouTube is too, man. Let's touch on that. Yeah, it's been on my mind. I don't know if you guys want to hang out for a little bit more, but maybe it's a good topic for another time. But I'm finding, I don't know if you guys know out there, and there's probably not even a whole lot of people. How many are here right now? Oh, 11 people. That's a good amount. Right on, guys. Thanks for being here. It's late. We've been on a long time, and usually people don't hang out. So super cool of you. Thank you very much. But the topic that's been on my mind is, since I lost my channel, I've been doing a lot of introspection, and I spent the last couple of years making over 1,700 videos and accumulating over 1,500 subscribers. And I lost it in a blink of an eye, in a blink of an electric Ethernet eye. I lost all that, and not just the material, the content I made, but every single comment, every conversation I ever had with anybody, and is gone. And it's really kind of disheartening and sad, and I'm going through so many different emotions. I'm grieving. It hit me yesterday. It's like I'm in grief, and I know there's all these different stages that you go through. I mean, this morning, man, I was talking to Vegas and Blue Collar Stacker in our little group chat, and I was going off. Man, I went back and read it later, and I was like, "Damn, dude, you're not even barely making sense." It's just like, but it hurts, and I was lashing out, and of course, your friends are there to not only support you, but let you lash out and when you need to. And thank God for these guys, because boy howdy, I did some lashing out. But it this YouTube thing, man, it's like a drug, and it affects us in many different ways. I mean, if you're a creator, I mean, I don't know. Some people, maybe they're just a little more recreational about it. Me, I grabbed this fucking bull by the horns, and I'm pushing its nose down into the dirt every day for 2 years. And oh man, I got kicked hard. I mean, my ass is still stinging from losing that channel. And I thank God for the community, the people that have come back and subscribed to me, and the support, the outpouring of amazing support. It's mind blowing, and I appreciate everyone. I thank you all so very much. But I tell you what, it's made me realize how much or how deep I've fallen into the YouTube hole. And I don't know. I know, Sleuth, you're new at this, so yeah, you've probably got a long way to go to get 2 years behind your belt and then lose it all. Hope that never happens to you, man. I wish it on my worst enemy. That ain't cool. It sucks. It hurts. It hurts bad. But and then Stack Attacker Wager, he's been doing it a long time. So now I've got a freshie, I got a newbie, and I got a veteran. So veteran, do you still get high off of making videos, or do you get high off of making videos? And if so, does it wear off, or do you just like get used to it? Or I mean, how do you? You've got some serious longevity. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it kind of wears off. I still like making videos though. I like just posting and sharing with the community what I find and pick up. But it's been a struggle all these years, but I finally got 500 subs, but I'm not really in it for the subs. I just like the community and just sharing what I find and checking out other people's collections.
I get that, man. I feel like I need to throw away all these. Oh, I got to get monetized. I need this many hours. It's like I'm looking at my numbers, how many subscribers, like 40 times a day. It's like, what am I doing? I'm an addict, man. And so it sounds like you've got to a point where, and I don't know if you ever were like that, or if you just always just wanted to be part of the community, which is amazing. That's what I found out is the important part of this, what matters about this is because you know what, when you lose your channel, well, you lose all that, but you don't lose your friends. You don't lose the people that support you, because they're still there, and you guys are still here, and I appreciate you guys for being here. And then now I'd like to shift it to Sleuth. Yeah, you got to be getting massively high, because I remember when I first started, and when you got people talking to you, commenting on you, interacting with you, and I don't know. I only speak for myself, but I think there's a lot of lonely of us out here. We're lonely. We want friends. We need interaction. Our lives keep us from going and hanging out at the bar. Our wives keep us from going and hanging out at the bar. We don't. It's not like we have friends anymore. It's like everyone gets so closed off, and so that is definitely something that is enticing. And what do you feel about it as being a newbie? How is this affecting you, Sleuth?
I'm saddened for you for various reasons, but you know the and it didn't really dawn on me as much as it did right after it happened, and then I was already subscribed to that bloody guy, and I didn't know why, but all of a sudden I found out, oh my gosh. And so, but slowly but surely, I watched a 1 year old video, and I realized, wow, you've just put a lot of time and effort and emotions into what I believe, because of the technology side. I'll put my tinfoil hat over here on the couch for a second, but I think this is by design. This electronic communication, constant news, 24/7, TNN, all that stuff. But the having nice thing about the side effect that you have of doing this is the friends that you've made on here will help put the loss of your channel into perspective. And I think you're going to get to 15 or 1600 that you had way faster than you did the first time, because now, you got all these talents. So I don't, it'd be like wrecking let's say you worked on a hot rod for a couple of years, and you finally get that tailpipe extension thingy you had to get off of some Chinese website, but man, that's perfect. And oh man, and then, some kid in the neighborhood jumps it and totals it right down the street. That's the feeling that I feel when
Yeah.
I heard that this happened to you. So it's only natural, but I think there's endorphins involved. I think there's some kind of audio visual thing involved. Especially, I noticed, especially for younger folks that kind of grew up on video games. And so I think it's natural. I think there's some science involved too. Tinfoil hat kind maybe, but can't convince me otherwise. I don't know if you remember this earlier in our conversations about 100 hours ago, but definitely 100 hours, was that when I first saw those pagers that come out in whatever year, I looked at it and says, oh, that is going to be the death of us all.
Oh,
Well, hey, since we're here, we might as well enjoy it while we got it. But I think you're going to recover just fine and dandy. Just, stick with it. Use it. Use it. I mean, like, when I've lost at all kinds of stuff in life. Um, you just you kind of got to gut your way through it sometimes, and so you'll be fine. But look at the head start that you've got. You've got over 1,000 people that at one time in their life they clicked on your button, and you know, that's outstanding. And so yeah, you're gonna go back in the garage. You're gonna maybe take a piece off of that 56 Chevy that you just cherried out, and you cannibalize from it, and you put it into your new hot rod that you're building, and before you know it, and you get a better security system so nobody can fiddle with your stuff. And next thing you know, you're gonna be like the see, back when I was a kid, on the weekend nights, instead of Saturday nights, spending the night in front of a laptop screen or some little small rectangle, you're out cruising around in your new rebuilt fancy hot rod, and you cruise into the drive-in or the pizza shop parking lot, and everybody looks at you and says, "Oh, dang!" So hang in there, man. You'll be
Thank
fine.
you very much. I really appreciate that. I love the perspective. I love the analogy you used. And yeah, talk about perspective and introspection on this. It's yeah, definitely takes you make a deep look back. And you know what? I want to definitely end this on a high note, and I agree. Yeah, I am pulling this bitch back into the garage. I'm going to come out bigger, badder, better than ever before, and I hope the most out of all of it, I come back just a little less stupid as well. And thank you guys for being here, man. You both rock my world.
Well, hey, you deserve it. Keep up the great work. Keep your chin up. Yeah, and you know, we could all probably make you feel a little bit better by telling you a sadder story. One of these days,
Nah, don't do that.
you might want to hear.
Maybe just roll a fatter doobie.
I have the world's record in the Professional Golfers Association of playing ability test failures. Just it's crazy. And
Uh,
I just didn't give up. And you know, and then I got to the point where I got one tournament to do this, or it's going to end up costing me about $6,000 to continue my apprenticeship. And
oh,
boom, well, all of a sudden, you know, 8 hours, 9 hours later, I'm a winner. So
oh.
just go with the flow.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely. The last few days I haven't been in the mood. I didn't even make a video for probably 3 weeks before I lost the channel, and that was 3 days ago. And I just really haven't been in the mood to make any videos. But I do have all brand new silver because no one's ever seen it before. Because it's all good. You know, all those videos are gone. I like brand new content. I guess I can just reshoot everything, and I do have some videos that did kind of survive. It really strangely in a YouTube file on my new account or this account, it's like they're still like bits and pieces. Some are actually full videos. I'm going to try to salvage what I can, but I think I'm going to release they're all like 2 years old, you know, or going through time chronologically up till now, you know, just some here and there. It's really weird they got saved. I don't know how they got saved. YouTube did it somehow. Anyways, I think I'm going to release those on the day that they were created 2 years ago, and then go through the next couple of years and just slowly make new content for now, like you know the present, and then also have that backlog content, the older stuff coming out as it was actually produced 2 years previous. And I think that's the plan I'm going to go with for right now. Of course, I love the live
Absolutely.
streams. The live streams are my lifeblood. They keep my heart bumping, and because I love to hang out, I love to chat with you guys, and I don't know, I just get such a thrill and a rush out of it because it's definitely a drug for me still. I'm still definitely copping buzzes left and right. And thanks for keeping me high, guys, and keeping me positive. And I want to wish you both just a lovely evening and positive vibes to two of my great friends. Thank you so much, Tactical Wager, and thank you, Silver Sleuth.
You're welcome. That's a good strategy. And think of it like reruns. Where would the world be without reruns? You Leave It to Beaver, the Jetsons, all those shows, you know. And so,
Yeah, man.
yeah, retro your way forwards. And so, sounds like you've been through the surprise part of bereavement, and then the denial part, and then the bereavement part, and now you're in the comeback part. So, yeah,
All right, so
rock on.
are we done with parts yet? Because that was my main question that I wanted to ask for this entire thing was, I wanted to ask you if you knew all of the grieving stages and if I'm through them, man.
There's a couple out there. We can make stuff up too if we want. I don't think there's any rules, but yeah, just I think and look at it this way. Look at the head start you got. You're already a sticker expert. You got the poker chips down. Your graphics are awesome. So you're it's almost as if your first 2 years were like going to college. Now all of a sudden you're like, oh man, maybe I'll start a YouTube channel. Might as well do something with that 2 year degree. And boom.
I love that. Thank you, Sleuth. That's very positive of you. I really appreciate that. All right. Well, any last comments from you, Mr. Stack Attacker Wager?
Nah, just stay shiny, keep rocking the content, and you'll be back to where you were in no time. And appreciate being on here. Had a good time. It was fun.
Right on, brother. I think that I thank you for that lovely sentiment. I will stay as shiny as I possibly can, and yeah, you just got to keep on rocking on for sure. Yeah, man, I'm so thrilled that we went on a live stream, and I hope this is the beginning of many times. Yep, for sure. Thank you so much, Tiger Wager. Thank you, Sleuth. I just want to shout out real quick everyone here in the comments, or the last few people. It was Seven Stacks came in the house. Come back better, stronger, faster. 660 million. Yeah, I feel like I thought about that this morning. I don't know if you said 6 million, 60 million. Yeah, I thought about that. The $6 million man. Remember that show, like where he crashes? He's like a test pilot, and his aircraft just like tumbles through the sky, and he gets all torn, beat up. And he survives, and it's like the $6 million man. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. And even though technology took me down, technology will rebuild me. I'm going to learn this more. I'm going to get smarter at this, and with the help of all you guys, let everybody know that Liberty Bleeds fell down, and let's help them stand back up. And please resubscribe. Please watch, comment, everything you guys do. That's so awesome. FG Stacker was here. FG, I love your pours. I want to pick your brain. We're gonna have FG Stacker on again real soon here. I think he's gonna be on Monday Night Metals one of these nights coming up soon. OC Stacker was here. Heck yeah, OC. Oh my Rod, what on earth is sleep? Yeah, right. Cartier Silver. Yep. He's nobody here sleeps. Okay, you guys gonna be up all night. I gotta hit it. And Silver Sleuth, what are you doing down here? 3D Woodworks, what's up? Good to see you. Good night, my friend. Let's see, Blue Collar Stacker. Damn, I gotta get up. Oh shit, I can't believe you're here, Blue Collar. I thought you weren't even gonna come to this, and you like made it the whole way through, dude. Oh, be careful out there on the road. Oh man, I love you, Blue Collar. Good friend of mine, really, really close buddy. Bellows Forge was here. Who else? I think I got just about everybody that was here recently. And if I left you out, I don't mean any harm by it. I'm just my eyes are blurry. But yeah, thanks again, everyone. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here. And man, I know I called this a drug, and I think you guys are my drug. I really do. I feel so good when I'm hanging out with everyone here, and especially the guys on the panel, man. Thanks for making my night, and I feel so much better now. And yeah, I guess that's about it. What do you say we say goodbye and hit the button?
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Later, everybody.
Thanks, Stack Attacker Wager.
Yeah. Thanks, Sleuth. Liberty Bleeds.
I hope that Liberty can't find that part during the pre-show that where we were talking stink about him.
Oh, I know. I rewatch all this stuff, dude, because I miss comments, and yeah, I miss what happens when I go relieve myself. So I'll be definitely skipping forward to seeing what the hell you guys said about me. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night. Take care.
Later.
Stay shiny. Keep stacking, and rock on, like Stack Attacker Wager says. Ciao, y'all.
Later.
See ya. Is it going away? Oh, can still chat. Is that moving? No. Cool. All right, dude. I'll get out of here.